we're going to take a look at this Ghazghkull Thraka book, Prophet of the Waaagh, by Nate Crowley. And I have to say a big thank you to Chainsword over on Twitter, who pointed me to this book, as well as another one that we are going to discuss in the future. And this author is in the yellow list, actually not in the red list. And we're going to also take a look at that. So I have here an audio snippet of the book that we're going to analyze and discuss. So, playing.
Could continue, the Death Watch veteran had found one more bone to pick. Ghazghkull is a he grumbled, wagging a finger at Biter and receiving an uncertain grunt in reply. You keep saying they, Hendrickson clarified, but Ghazghkull is a he. But he is not a man, said Biter, their brow ridge creased in bafflement. Folks cut in then before another messy debate could ensue. We've been through this, orcs have no reproductive anatomy and consequently no understanding of sex or gender. Some of us understand sex and gender, interrupted Biter, keen as ever to demonstrate their unusual expertise in humans. I find it all quite funny. Silence, orc, Folks snapped, impatient to get back on track. From now on, Ghazghkull is a he, whether it makes sense or not. As you wish, the interpreter said, casually inspecting the rust-eaten buckles on the sleeve of their greatcoat, then turning to address the Gretchen in their own tongue. Smaksnutrunt, mifbark, lag ok boskit Ghazghkull ogner, boys! At that, the Gretchen broke out into frantic, snivelling yelps, which Folks would have taken for the onset of some sort of mental collapse if she hadn't known it was laughter.
Okay, so basically that is it. It continues like a bit further on, but that is it. Imagine you're reading a book, especially about orcs, or actually whatever really. I mean, today's time is really whatever, because whatever is on the chopping block, of the pronouns thing. So you're reading a book and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, there's a conversation that's literally shoehorned in, talking about pronouns of, well, characters that they really don't need this, guys. I mean, they don't. Because, yeah, what do we know about orcs? Well, of course, they are basically made out of spores. They don't have gender, yes. They don't have women amongst their ranks. They're just orcs. But here's the thing. First, they don't need any clarification because they, as far as I researched, they do call themselves he. They refer themselves as he. Second, they look like he, even if they don't have reproductive organs or concept of gender or whatever. They are made to look like men. The dynamic between them is male dynamic. Through and through. They're warriors, they're crazy, sometimes they're smarter than others, especially Ghazghkull, who is legendary, of course. His rivalry with Commissar Yarrick is absolutely amazing to behold, read, just experience within the books. And their rivalry, it's kind of like between Batman and the Joker or something like that. It's very, very iconic. That is what I'm trying to say. And their dynamic is very much between two men that are rivals, two men from different worlds and all of that. So even if they don't have a gender and any reproductive organs, that doesn't mean that orcs are not presented as he, as male. They're muscular, they're big, they're aggressive. They're everything that a Neanderthal man could be if he's coming from our wildest nightmare, basically. So for this author, Nate Crowley, or I'm really sorry if I'm butchering his name, if he goes out of his way to just insert this small scene just to say that, well, now here, you're reading this book, but now here I'm going to ambush you with this talk of pronouns about the orcs because they're perfect victims for this concept that because they don't have actual gender, we should now insert this conversation, this argument that if someone is referring to them as they, the other one is like the villain, and they are explaining that they're actually, that Ghazghkull is a he. But we don't actually need that. And yes, he is a he. I'm pretty sure that he feels himself male and not female more than anything else, because whatever they always do, that's how they actually feel. So they don't need the reproductive organs for them to actually feel male. That is the impression throughout the orcs' existence. So the mere fact that they don't have reproductive organs, they don't care about those things, that doesn't mean that they cannot, like we see here actually, that they cannot actually understand that we have a gender and gender identity. They find it funny, that's fine, but they don't care about usually those things. The only thing that they would discuss this for is literal amusement, like we saw here. Just like Uncle Roger's noodles, not bad, not bad. Oh, hi to the traitor guardsman as well. Anti-empress with more spicy facts, just like Uncle Noodle. Okay, okay, that is great. So guys, I'm going to take a look now at the list and what Chainsword wrote actually about this author. So give me a second here. Okay, so yellow are authors who are not openly woke but engage some virtue signaling, also authors that I'm not sure enough about to put them in the red or green list. Okay, so there is material here for Chainsword to dig in furthermore into those authors. So Night Crowway, he is at the end of this list, and it says here he wrote Tolkien, Trance, Necrons, and in his Necron novels, which we are going to discuss next time, guys, can be somewhat interpreted as supporting trans rights, which they are according to leftist interpretation. However, he stated that his main inspiration was people with Alzheimer's disease for some reason. He has not yet fully embraced woke ideology. So that is at least according to what Chainsword researched. So there we have it. Have the special edition but didn't read it now. Okay, hi to you, of course, Mr. Muletube. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. So yeah, now I am very impressed with how this voice actor who is reading this, how she is reading this. Extremely pretentious way, just so funny. We're going to play this again because we just gotta hear it.
Before the prisoner's account could continue, the Death Watch veteran had found one more bone to pick. Ghazghkull is a he.
Just want to stop it right there. See how this is written. One more bone to pick, because this is an issue. How someone is calling Ghazghkull anything, which is ridiculous. How is this a bone to pick? Just leave it alone. This is something that has been going on with the orcs since they're created, basically, as far as I know. So, if Ghazghkull is a he, then he is he. Don't judge him by his organs. It's like reducing the orcs only by the fact that they don't have reproductive organs. They have so many other things. They have muscles, they have huge big bodies. They're extremely strong. Sometimes they're not exactly stupid, and because they have the power of fate and just determination, freaking will, the sheer willpower of the orcs sometimes. That is why they are successful in their endeavors, and that is why, although they don't actually shine with amazing intelligence, they're able to prevail many of the times. They can actually have some respect and appreciation for really strong enemies, even if they're not orcs. So let's not just reduce orcs to the lack of their reproductive organs or anything like that.
He grumbled, wagging a finger at Biter and receiving an uncertain grunt in reply. You keep saying they, Hendrickson clarified.
You see, this is just written as some Karen, you know. It's literally a Karen. It's like, you cannot say this. No, no, no. No. And I still have a finger doing this for some reason, you know. I mean, that's in the sight of the head of a Karen, you know. You keep saying they. I mean, really, this voice actor is doing her best job here to sound like a mad Karen.
But Ghazghkull is a he.
But Ghazghkull, like breaking your tongue into little pieces and putting it into your nose almost to say this. Ghazghkull is a he. Jesus Christ.
But he is not a man, said Biter.
Sorry, I muted my mic. But they. Okay, I just can't. Okay.
Their brow ridge creased in bafflement. Folks cut in then before another messy debate could ensue. We've been through this, orcs have no reproductive anatomy and consequently no understanding of sex or gender.
I mean, the sheer pretentious tone of you're just amazing. We've been through this. Orcs have no reproductive anatomy. I cannot imitate English accent, but this is just. Oh my gosh. It's like the only thing that she's not saying. I mean, she should say something like, I'm sexy in my stiletto heels. Something like that. I mean, the only thing that's missing, there was a otherworldly scene from the show Nanny once upon a time, and they were imitating something like Bold and the Beautiful or All My Children or something, and it was so funny. So this sounds exactly like that. Stiletto heels, you know, with this kind of a intonation of the voice. Okay.
Some of us understand sex and gender, interrupted Biter, keen as ever to demonstrate their unusual expertise in humans. I find it all quite funny.
I find it all quite funny. Okay, it just you know the only thing that she's missing here is just like a tea and the glasses or a little monocle or something. And just yeah.
Silence, orc, Folks snapped, impatient to get back on track. From now on, Ghazghkull is a he, whether it makes sense or not. As you wish, the interpreter said, casually inspecting the rust-eaten buckles on the sleeve of their greatcoat.
Yeah. So that is it. That is it, guys. But really, the point of why this is not a good and not beneficial for anyone, it's really because, you know, the orcs already, I mean, we already know about how they don't have a sex or gender, how they're created from spores, all those things. So that is perfectly enough. We don't ever need to have this conversation that sounds like a modern conversation about sex and gender, because this is Warhammer 40k. Nobody freaking cares, okay? Nobody really can care. They don't have such types of thinking, such types of lives. The setting that they are put in each and every day is so brutal. It's so depressing for the most part. So nobody can think of anything else rather than surviving the war that they're in every day. So yeah, that's really it. Let me read your comments real quick, guys. No problem. I was trying my username as Mr. MullyTube, but during that time, I think it was 2009, YouTube didn't let me have the U in my name, so I have to go with UE. Ah, okay. Martin has you. Does anyone know if Ghazghkull Thraka was really named after former UK Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher? That I don't know. You know, you can ask AI. I mean, it can know. I mean, literally. not just an AI, the Microsoft Edge Copilot AI. Sometimes it does a really good job, at least to pull facts from the internet and not come up with facts out of his butt. So yeah, maybe you can ask him, hey, video hi to you too. Hi, but though we have ended really this topic, I mean, um, yeah, that is it really. I mean, hope that Chainsword can read more of this guy's books in general if he has time to see if this author is one of the ones. I mean, if he is more into the woke mindset, because he's still not considered to be that, but the way that this is written is just a bit like literally, uh, well, yeah, it's literally like following all the ways of annoying the reader with the demeanor, the way that it's just written. So yeah. In the grim darkness of the far future, there's no time for sexual identity. There's far too much going on that is way more important, in my opinion. Yes, of course. And the thing is that if you pay so much attention to sexual identity, then you diminish all the other qualities that characters can have. Because even in freaking Eurovision, which I don't watch for years, there are some characters, like real characters out there. One of them said that, you know what is special about me? That I'm queer. And then she uh, like screamed on the top of her lungs, sounded like an insane person that just came out from the insane asylum. So that's really doesn't do anyone any favors. So if they, whatever, think that what is special about them is just because they're queer, then they're doing their own disservice here, because we are so much more than our preferences in bed that are supposed to be intimate and private and between two consenting adults only, or a few consenting adults. I mean, depending on the situation here, but we know what I mean. It's not supposed to be paraded. It's not supposed to be shown in this open and just, yeah, open way. And a lot of children will watch. The Eurovision is supposed to be like for everyone. So this is like imposing on them something that they shouldn't really see yet, at least not in that manner, to the very least. I mean, I grew up with like what? Elton John, Boy George. I always forget some of the other singers, like Prince. Damn it. Ah, I don't know how I forgot his name, but another singer was very, very famous as well. I can't believe I forgot his name. He's a British guy as well. But yeah, point is they were always amazingly talented first. Ah yeah, Freddie Mercury is bisexual and all that. And another one that I also forget. So another one that I forget. But yeah, they were always extremely talented, and even before, nobody cared about those things, and children didn't know, and when they did know, it was like something that just passed by as information. It didn't really matter whatsoever. It was always, always, always about the talent, about the songs. That is really it, and that is how it should have been. And then the artist or whoever is free to have their preferences when they're in private, like everyone else, really. But now this is Jagger. No, it's not Jagger. Damn it, British guy. So Michael. Damn it. I really can't forget. I mean, he had a duet with Elton John as well. Somebody has to know. Okay, David Bowie? No, he's not even David Bowie, damn it. You need to get a hold of Nukes. He's just getting into Warhammer and he has a huge channel. He would probably do a video with you and give you a huge audience. Really? Okay. You can share probably his channel in the chat. But yeah, I gotta search for him then. It's a good idea. Yeah, okay. So yeah, never mind that. The point is, we always had Roger. No, not him. It's Michael something, pretty sure. Damn it. when they call us names and get away with it. How about we call them names as well, like the alphabet salad mutants, for example? Well, that's funny. yeah, that's actually really funny. Yep. Okay, guys, so next we're going to tackle the amazing stupidity, which is again Shur Hordian story of the Necrons. And it's the same freaking author. It's the same author, you know? Trevor says, almost like how people should be judged on merit. Yes, on merit, on character, on talent. How are they as people, not how they look per se, or, you know, their freaking sexual preferences. Whether or not they're doing a parade. No, definitely do not do a parade about, yeah. Anyway, we are going to get into another topics maybe. So, guys, yeah, see you next time with everything. I have put links down below if you'd like to support me on the non-Slaaneshi content that I produce in some other place that's usually Slaaneshi, you know, but, you know, I use it for good, so there's that. Patreon, PayPal, all those things. And of course, see you guys very soon, hopefully even tomorrow if everything is alright. Yeah, good evening, orcs. Orcs, good evening, orcs. Do what now? Ah, grumpy old badger. Well, you gotta rewind a bit, and you shall see. You shall see. Yeah, George Michael. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Cynical Tiger UK. It's George freaking Michael. Yeah, he has such an amazing song. So yeah. Oh boy. Okay, love you guys. Until next time with me, the 40 Campers. Bye bye.